Hello all, it's Dinosa back for Jersey Shore Season 2 Episode 10 review on that. I'm sorry, I just want to wish everyone a post-Merry Christmas. I hope everything went out for your Christmases and a Happy New Year on that. But I didn't get everything done because it was after midnight and I had about 3 different locations in the Central Valley to go through. On that, so you could understand that it just takes some time to get it done. But I'm going to get these last 4 episodes and then I'm going to go get a haircut because my hair is absolutely atrocious on that. But anyway, I just want to start with season 2, episode 10 of Jersey Shore. Starts out with the usual recap about Angelina drama, what happened with Polly getting slapped, with them getting in arguments with Mike. On that, Angelina's has a friend coming by the name of Gina, and she is coming. On that, everything, and 95. Polly was saying 95% of the stuff Angelina does, she brings on herself. On that, and he's tired of it. He doesn't want anything to do with it. So, as we kind of left off with the last episode, on that with JWoww and Tom, on that, which is her boyfriend from up north. On that, JWoww actually got up back with Tom, convinced him to stay, and and Tom understood, they had an understanding on that. And JWoww actually tried to be an olive branch in a sense by saying, look, you deserve to be here, you put up with all this bullshit, and for you to just leave like that, that's cowardly. You've only got a couple of weeks, just tough it out, try to make it right, be straight with people, try to make it right. JWoww was very interesting because she really tried to throw the olive branch out several times to her, and she was trying, but she didn't want to listen. All right, and Angelina was talking to her friend Gina about it, and you could tell they're both from Staten Island because they were just in their own worlds. It's weird. It was really bizarre on that. And Polly, back to Polly, it's almost t-shirt time, which on these last episodes, and just a little tidbit, this shirt I'm wearing today, it was an extra large. I've been doing so much, I've lost so much weight, I can fit it now, so I gotta lose more weight, but wow, it's impressive to me. It may not to you people, but to me it's, yeah, I'm doing something right. So, anyway, so Polly is like, almost t-shirt time. And Mike and Samantha are going to go out, and then it's t-shirt time, and Mike and Samantha are picking out pajamas, with Mike's like, if you know the girl's picking out pajamas, it's going to be a good night. And that it's going to be great. But that's not the cool part. The cool part is Mike and Samantha go to the club with everybody else, and then Mike is just dancing, doing his thing, and this other girl comes up to Mike, starts feeling him out. And Samantha gets in the other girl's face. It's like, don't you touch my man. Like that. Now, I could tell, I've never been in that situation, but if you have a hot girl telling another hot girl, don't touch my man, wow. That is, wow. I mean, that is big to guys. That is like a way, I would say on turn-on levels, that's like way up. That's like, because that's aggressive, and that's rare in a woman for there to do it. But then again, in a lot of ways, girls roll a lot harder than guys do. Guys sometimes have this code, this moral code, where girls, eye for an eye in a lot of ways. But anyway, the interesting part about this is they go out, they go back to the club, everyone's having a good time. Got to turn the music back on, bear with me. There we go. And what happens is, they get back to the club, Mike goes in Samantha go in the smush room, and they do their thing, and all you hear is wow, screaming just the whole time. And they're like, and then like, and you know, everyone, Angelina says, Mike's calling me a whore. And everyone's like, you are a whore. I mean, you're dating Jose, you haven't let him do anything, you banged Vinny, you banged some other dude. What? You are a whore. I mean, I don't know. No, Mike, and early enough in the series, he says, yes, there is a double standard, but that's just the way it is, and that's not going to change. But in Angelina's case, I would have to say yes, because she's mean to the borderline cruel. It's one thing if you hook up with someone and you don't recognize you hooking up with someone, like on that, and it's one thing you hook up and say, yeah, I hooked up, and it was cool, and everything's happy. Well, that's no big deal. But if you just stand around and say, oh, I didn't do anything, I didn't hook up with no one, yeah, whatever, on that, then that would make you a whore. And that's what really makes you a whore. And on top of all that, you're backstabbing someone that you supposedly like and supposedly likes you, and you don't even do anything with them. In the meantime, you're banging your friend or your roommate. That's what Mike's whole point was. It's like, whatever. So anyway, they'll wake up on that, and Mike, when he wakes up, comes to his room, he finds Angelina and Jose in his bed. This pisses Mike off, but he's not going to make a big deal of it right now. He just said, you know, you should have asked me. I do appreciate it, but you should have asked me. And he walks off. Jose, during the breakfast, you know, tells him, hey, I want to thank you for letting me sleep in bed. He's like, it's okay, it's no problem. It's like, look, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, it's no problem. Alright, and Samantha and MVP is having breakfast. And then Mike goes out for a cigarette. You know, by the way, I've noticed this very interesting. MTV went out of its way to not show any of them smoking. You saw the cigarette in their hand. Sometimes you saw puff smoke, but never like that. Never. It was really bizarre. I don't know what it was. You saw the cigarettes in their hands. You saw they were all smoking at one time or another on that, or it was just really quick. But never really. It's like they went out of the way to not show it. But that's my point to that. Anyway, so Mike's out smoking a cigarette, and Vinny and Paulie are having breakfast with Samantha, and Mikey and Vinny's like, so tell us, how was he? That's funny. Kind of messed up, but funny. And obviously, if you saw it and you saw what he did, it must have been good on it for someone on some level on that. So, you know, and Paulie's laughing. He thinks it's hilarious. And they didn't mean it in cruel. They were just having fun with it. And so anyway, Mike asked out Samantha, and that was the last we ever see of Samantha, which, by the way, I think was a mistake. I think Samantha really would have been a good match for Mike on that. But anyway, Mike comes in and says, I want to thank Jose for apologizing for using my bed. And Angelina's like, I did apologize. He's like, no, you didn't. You didn't say anything. And he says, and it goes back and forth, and she's like, drop it, drop it. I said, who are you to say to drop it? And he said, look, I just want you to admit you were wrong. That's it. Just admit you're wrong. And she's like, drop it. And it's like, that's an ego thing. When you realize you're wrong, and guys, that's where it says in this thing, a lot of times guys, when they don't want drama, will fess up. I'm trying to on a lot of things, but they will fess up to their mistake and tell the guy. They'll at least respect it. They know they're wrong, but they'll respect that on that. You'll still piss them off, but they'll respect it nonetheless. Even if you get your ass kicked, they'll still respect the fact that you did on that. It's weird out there, but Staten Island, who knows? So Angelina walks out with Gina out. Angelina and Mike is really upset at the situation. It's like saying, you got a fat ass, you got to hit the elliptical on that, and you just need to drop it. And Mike's like, who are you again? So anyway, we go on. I'm going to hit the music again, sorry. Got to do this music because that's the whole thing. So Paulie on that is like, Angelina's just too proud. Mike's, Angelina, you're an effing loser. And Angelina starts calling down the thunder, says, anyone got a problem with me, say it now. Mike just laughs. It's like, whatever, you couldn't handle it on that. And anyway, everybody goes to bed. Paulie wakes up. Paulie's got his own alarm clock. He starts waking her up. It's like, it's wake up the house time. And he goes, oh, wake up, wake up, wake up. And everybody's like hungover asleep, and he's like pulling the sheets, like, come on, it's a beautiful day in Miami. Paulie's great. I swear, he's like the Johnny Depp of this whole, the Jack Sparrow of the whole group. It's really funny. They could just do the whole series probably around Paulie, on that, Paulie and Minnie and Mike. Because Ronnie, yeah, he played an integral part, but really he had very little to do with much other than drama with Sammy. On that. Anyway, it was GTL session time, Gin Town Laundry, on that. and something stinks in the Escalade, and it turns out Angelina left a fish sandwich, or no, it was a Swiss cheese and chicken sandwich which rotted, which I don't know if you've ever smelled that. That's cheese, chicken, egg, and rotting. Just get it, that's like a stink bomb almost. It's bad. And it's a sandwich, it's disgusting. And they throw it out, you know, and they on to the session. And Snooki's at work, and Snooki's boss at the gelato shop is like, Snooki, work faster. It's kind of funny on that. And Snooki makes a dream man Guido list on that because she's kind of sick and tired of Mila and being single on that. But in the meantime, JWoww says goodbye to Tom on that, and is also hugging Snooki in the middle of the street because she's crying because she can't find anybody. When JWoww's like, anyone deserves someone, it's Snooki. I have to agree. But it's weird. It's like she picks these losers. A lot of times these guys are just losers. And she thinks, oh, they're going to be perfect. No, they're not. You know, what you're looking for is not what you're going to find. You're not going to find someone that's super buff and a doctor. It doesn't work like that. It's either they can concentrate one thing, concentrate. You can find something in the middle, but it's usually here or here. Or you can find someone kind of here and then spread out to here maybe. But that's it. It doesn't. It's illogical on that. But anyway, on that, they're getting ready for going to the club on that, and Angelina is, you know, packing, and JWoww's like, please don't leave, don't be like this, and they all go to the club on that, and Vinny's like with his V-neck and like fresh, and we'll go to the club, and Angelina's completely packed. And at this point, they all come back from the club, and Angelina's like, you people are so fake, and, you know, I'm leaving on my terms. And Mike's like, just get out. We don't want to deal with you anymore. Get out. There's the door. I'll even help you. There's the door. Get out. And she's like, you're so fake, you're so fake. And even, of all people, Snooki was like, Nicole, I'm sorry, Angelina, will you listen to us? We've been trying. You don't listen. You don't want this. And she's like, you're the fakest one, you're the one, and she took off her earrings and starts fighting with her. And then, you know, all the guys like, yeah, you know, brawl, girl fight. And then Mike was kind of funny. He like pulls the table because I didn't want the table damaged, so I pull the table away on that. So that little brawl starts, and round 2 on that, and they start re-brawling. And Ronnie's like, 6-foot thing with a poof. It was really funny on that, but it was a cat fight. But Snooki, I don't know who really won that fight in my opinion. I do think that if Snooki didn't have everybody there, I don't think she would have brawled like that. I really don't think she would have on that, but I do feel she was sick and tired of her. So the way it leaves is Angelina on that leaves on that to decides to leave. Everyone comes back. And she decides to leave, and Nicole's like, whatever, you've always wanted my sloppy seconds on that with her guy and Vinny, whatever. And it just kind of left it at that, and Angelina leaves, and everyone is kind of done at that point. So anyway, coming up, episode, I think, yes, 11, and then kind of the after effects of Angelina leaving. Be right back.